Alright, so let me break this down to you, Hassan Campbell. If you feel like you need an explanation, if you ever wanted to talk to a person like me, or me in general, I don't know if there's any other niggas like me, but, or exactly like me, but I know there's not an exact me. So if you ever wanted to talk to me, you have to understand what was going on in White Plains in the mid to late 90s. And this is for Kai Sinat, all your homies, your close homies. I'm about to tag Monique. I'm about to tag a whole bunch of y'all to just really, tighten the screws on this situation. So when I was in White Plains and I was with my cousin Paris, who was best friends with Max, and we all 6 years apart, right? I was the form of entertainment because they wanted me to fight other kids. It was numerous other kids, you feel me? But we heard about Hassan Campbell's story. Mind you, Max was always on a bigger hill than us, whether it was literally, physically, or if he's outside on the same level, same ground as us, he still didn't have to talk much. He was just there. We was there. So if we wanted to say we was gooned out, we was gooned out because they was on time. The older cats, EVC, the I forgot the block over there that used to beef with the projects in White Plains. But it's spacious. It's like, it's extraterrestrial and paranormal over there too, or whatever. A Kensico. Yeah, on Kensico. It's a little crazy over there. Something back in the day, uh, that city that you was in, or that y'all be in, something back in the day that's similar to Texas Chainsaw Massacre happened in that city. So a lot of our they're not folklores, they actually like legends and tales that actually happen, urban legends. Just because something's an urban legend doesn't mean it's fake. You feel me? An urban legend is actually something legendary that happened in an urban area. If it was a suburb or a rural area, it'd be that type of legend. But Hassan Campbell was known as, and the Zulu Nation was known as, they was known as an urban legend. That's what they was. The niggas was the boogeymen. The niggas was the candy man. That nigga was the Puerto Rican homie, the clown. Instead of smack you upside the head with something, he gonna slash you. So people used to talk about Africa being Bada. I didn't know your name, Hassan Campbell. Like, I couldn't take the names that we was hearing and then put it to your face until I seen you. When I first ever seen you in the barbershop, then I knew who you was or whatever. But back in the day when I was a little kid, I'm talking about single digits. I wasn't 10 yet. I wasn't 9 yet. I didn't even have this scar on my head yet. You feel me? I was fresh from getting a burn on my right leg. I was the color of Terrence Bud Crawford when I was a kid. You feel me? But when I got this burn on my leg, the doctor told my parents to tell my family also to keep me inside or whatever. So I went from being really, really black to red or whatever, red and like green and orange, and sometimes I turn purple or whatever. Like I said, I got the color disability that certain people have in their eyes, and that's what Max Kellerman got. He got the color disability in his eyes or whatever. So niggas thought he was like a little eerie, magicianish, wizardish too. So if I'm a young kid in my single digits, I didn't have a scar. I never teased nobody that had a scar, even when they had a burn. I seen something wicked or crazy, bleach, the acid, or amputation. I never made fun of nobody. I don't think nobody deserves that. You feel me? And people that are born with like disabilities or impurities or whatever you want to call it, I feel like they should have a fair shake in life, and it could be corrected. It should be corrected so they can function like a everyday human being. I'm not a person that make fun of people, but when I was fighting, it was either the kid wanted to fight me. I was the chosen one. It had to been jealousy. I'm in front of the dude, Max Kellerman, and my cousin is a celebrity because my cousin, his mother is engaged and the baby is on the way to a professional heavyweight boxer, Carter Truth Williams. And Carter Truth Williams was the reason why Mike Tyson got as good as he was, especially against what? Tall fighters. Because Carter Truth Williams was 6'4", and he was brolic. You feel me? That's who I got in the picture, and that's his daughter, and they both of them passed away. Okay, but when I was taken away from my mom and my father, it wasn't the city, state, and the government that took me away from my parents. It was my aunt and it was my grandmother. You feel me? They had power over my mom. That's been my whole life. So, and my uncle moved away. That's on that side. Now my father's side was reckless, so you had to keep me away from that and not show me it. But my mother, her sister, she had an older son. And he wanted, and I'm his cousin. And I look like the nigga, and DDG looked like the nigga. Everybody know he looked like the nigga Paris or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to be on timing, but he never told me, oh, your father's a gangster, your father's last name is celebrity gangster and all that. I didn't know anything until I was leaving high school, until The Wire came out. They hid all of that shit from us. As a matter of fact, all my family, that's Barksdale, they was blood. They never said BD or GD. You know what I'm saying? So to rewind from high school, single digits, fresh from a burn, coming back outside or whatever, couldn't get no air in me. I had a messed up back. I think I fell or something like that. My back was hurting and stuff. And like I said, I had a late growth spurt. But anyway, I was still getting loose because other people wanted to fight me because they wanted to either impress Max or not back down in front of Max. Or the older kids or the older people that was around Max's age or bring somebody, and they just wanted that shit to happen. It was no computer. We already beat Mario and Sonic in the motorcycle games and all of that. It was whack. It was over. Bam. What was the other? They didn't want to teach us basketball. I had to watch basketball. No football, no nothing. When I was on my own, and after I got hurt, because my cousin got something to do with this accident, with this scar, and so does Max. And y'all people don't understand that. And y'all in that city, right? Y'all in that city with me on y'all mind. White Plains, New York. And only a whole bunch of white people knew what happened because he did it in front of the community. So what are y'all? Y'all the other side, the other shade of the community. Y'all the same community. Y'all just the other color. You notice that they have a rainbow to talk about the community. Period, point blank, Kai. So you're not from that area. I was born in White Plains, New York. Everything that happened to me, getting a chakra and everything, I'm talking about everything, the killings and everything. All of that, the fights, that happened to me in the city I was born, the Tigers. Yes. 86, you looking at Chinese Zodiac, right? Whatever it's called. Yeah. 86 is a tiger, right? That's where I was born. That's me, 100%. Everything that has happened. So you went to my city. Let's just forget about Yonkers, because you came to Yonkers too, all y'all niggas. And that's why I feel some type of way. But you went where I was born, my essence. The projects is right across the street from the fucking hospital. I was born out the hospital and just carried over across the street to the projects. You feel me? Right to home. You went to the birthplace where I'm from. And you performed from the Bronx with guns. See, if you're shading me and my name got cracking because I was pounding people out and I got a chakra from this shit, and a lot of my cousins got names from pounding people out or whatever, then that's different than a little nigga coming with a gun, right? And then threatening people, if you don't let me beat you up, I'm going to shoot you. That's different. That's just like two boxers. One is working out to a gun and one is working out to win a belt. The one that's working out to a gun is called a street bird. He doesn't deserve anything. Your intentions are not as genuine and organic as somebody, that's working for a title. Let's just look at it. Look at the sloppiness of somebody that works out to a gun. They're only prepping to give out damage. They're not prepping to take it. That's what we watch in the professionals. That's what we watch all the time, but especially in the professionals. Look who runs away. Look who escapes in the boxing. Look how they fight. When you analyze how somebody fight, is somebody trying to win a belt or is somebody trying to win the money? You see what I'm saying? Does somebody have a gun? Is he undersized? Is the nigga 6'6" and he's boxing at 140 pounds? You see what I'm saying? Why not be a 200 pounder? You can't put the weight on. Okay, so we're gonna see how much he weighs the next day, right? after rehydration. When the fight is okay, so if he's 154 after 130, right? He needs to fight at 154. And then he'll gradually gain weight. Yes, he will. He'll get to 190 cruiserweight. Alexander Usyk is the best heavyweight on the planet right now, and he came from cruiserweight. Now listen, Fury is a super heavyweight, meaning he gets to weigh 300 and 400 pounds. See, if Usyk goes into that boat where they're gonna ask for a certain weight requirement, he might get his ass handed to him. Prime example is Deontay Wilder. He grew his hair out and he shrunk. He's not as physical and brutish as he was before. So they knew how to take his head off. You see how I look at things? You see how the boxing world is? If you're not a boxer, you're not going to catch on to it until I teach you it. Okay. So there's other people that want to impress this man. Now, Hassan Campbell's name is not ringing physically, but his appearance incorporeally is, because they always said it's a bunch of little light-skinned niggas that hop out of a white car with white bandanas and they slashing niggas and they crying while they slashing people and they don't give a fuck. That's what it was. That's all I had to hear. I've been fighting every day, more than once a day. Maybe 4 times. 4 people. Yeah. Every single day of the summer. Outside, in the den, indoors, in the basement, or what's the shit up there? The attic? Yeah, up there, all of that. Everything. Rumble in the closet or an elevator. Go to the arcade or the pool hall. Go to the bowling alley. In the bathroom. McDonald's bathroom. Still no water, no cheeseburger. That's I was their entertainment. So if I'm getting groomed next to a celebrity who has a fetish just like the celebrity that's being accused of touching kids at Bronx River, it's something there. I'm talking about Max Kellerman is very flamboyant and outspoken about his crave and his sexual appetite for a transgender. Now, if you know, and if you was around with Africa Bambaataa, the Mexicans, the Ecuadorians, Peruvians, whatever they was called, they was spilling the beans. They said he don't fuck kids, he fuck transgenders. He want the Spanish transgender. It was crazy. Listen, this shit never changed. I'm 38, right? This is before Max touched me. I was 8 when the nigga touched me. So think about how long, and I didn't chill with him after that. The fight happened when I was 9. That was the first time I chilled with him, and it wasn't even a chill. Then my cousin brought me around the nigga and said that he was sorry and he wanted to apologize. Little did my cousin know, my cousin got set up too, and they brought 2 niggas, and then the kid wanted to turn on my cousin, but I had to fight the little brother. That was the only time we chilled, if you want to call that a chill. That was the only time I chilled with my cousin. It wasn't no Christmas or anything. And my mom did not know, nor did my father. Only her mother and her sister. Like I said, the ones with authority. So keep that in mind. Me, I have to hold that. I win that argument. There's nothing you can say. Don't tell me to fucking talk when I don't want to fucking talk. And don't tell me how to act when I don't want to act like anything. Okay? So that's 2 strikes. I'm just saying. So if Africa Bambaataa by other people is being put out on blast saying that he's gay and he likes transgenders, and they're sitting up there saying, no, he doesn't like little kids, he's sick, he got chicken's disease. Now that's alarming. Now I'm before the age of 8 knowing what chicken disease was. That's a little absurd that there's 40-year-old virgins that don't know what chicken's disease is. Okay? There's actually a disease, a mental disease. Yeah. So now that we got that established, and I'm not a retard, maybe you think I'm stupid because on how my father acts, but he loves to play stupid because he's an evil genius. That's what that nigga is. The Enigma, the Riddler, you know, there's the Enigma Joker and all that shit. Then it's him. He's like a Sigma. Yeah, he's like a Beta Sigma. He's something like that. He's something very, very, very different. Clever. And he has his own ways. And little old me got a chakra. Still can't change his mind. Can you really imagine that? That your son has a chakra and you're just the way you are, regardless, still the way you are? He's still the way he is. He didn't think about calming down, maybe no. Okay. Yeah, he saw me in front of Max also. So he knows I was in front of Max before. So that's just something different that wins, that W right there that I just stated, that's another one for me. I don't know how many times I gotta fucking win to justify myself, but if I gotta keep on counting, I'm gonna eventually ask how many times I gotta win for me to be exonerated from this shit. I don't want to be a part of you niggas. I never wanted y'all to be a part of me. You knew my name first. I'm quiet. Ask everybody. I'm not the friendliest person. I might hold the door sometimes. If I'm in a rush, I'm out. If I gotta catch something or do something, I'm going. The mannerism is just not worth it to me anymore. And I was raised to do that. This big cyborg android killer that I have something called a father. And a lot of y'all fathers, a lot of y'all niggas fathers is just like this nigga. But I'm just take it from me. This nigga is different than yours. Just take it from me because I'm his son. I'm gonna win on that, all right? And I'm not gonna count that win. Just take it from me. But then you got the big android father that teaches you to do that shit, but lives by a total 180. So it's very confusing. And hair turns white and gray. So he has a point by using confusion as a side effect like medicine. So what I'm saying is, Kai, you are a type. This is a confession video. Now, there's a third dead body, and it's not mine, all right? If I'm guilty by association, then I got SA'd by a little kid, right? When I was a little kid, but he was younger than me. And that's why it happened. So, Kai, you're just like a little kid that was around me and my two grizzly cousins, right? On the Barksdale side. And you were just like this kid that is no longer breathing. That made a sexual advance at me, right? While we were in the back of a house, like in the woods. And the next thing you know, my two cousins were crying. And the little kid is right there in front of me. And we left. Okay, so that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Okay? The little kid was an adopted kid. He used to call his adopted father, who was like 70 or 80, honey, and kiss him in his mouth. We was in Mount Vernon, New York. All right? Mount Vernon, New York. Columbus Avenue. 365. Columbus Avenue. Grandma's house. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Now look, that's not me doing that. But if one of the killers was to ever see you and they remind you of a victim and why they did that shit, that could make a cousin mad at me. Understand that as a human being. So I'm counting that W for me. Against New York State. Against the family, friends, and everybody. Neighbors, everybody. I'm counting that. Keep that W in mind. All right? You were in White Plains around all of these niggas. Being a little kid comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. I get stabbed when I come back to New York because people are going around saying that I cut a little kid in the face. So we got Hassan Campbell learning my name from Kai Cenat, because when Kai Cenat got cut with Deshae in DDG, they went to Valhalla jail. And this nigga Kai is screaming, knowing damn well who his shooter's name was, knowing it wasn't that name, and just yelling this shit out. And everybody knew that person, even if you did not know me, or if you did, that person didn't do it. Everybody knew I didn't do that shit. Do you see your luck as you're in jail, Kai? That you're in front of Hassan Campbell, the gas man Andre Christie, the dude that got hit with the steroid, that it made the news in the newspaper, the little celebrity guy, yeah. Tyler, or the guy that's married to the guy from Jamaica who always get called Spanish, who's married to the white man that's on steroids with all the kids. Yeah, he's from Jamaica, married to a white man over here, and he got like 7 kids, right? You remember that? But did you understand that the CO was my cousin that did it to him, that was there? And did you understand that that tall person with the glasses with the bald head in the bed, that was my father? We just don't have the same name. So now as a human being, that's a win for me. That's about fucking 10. That's about 10. So as a human being, right? A win for me. That my father was there. We don't have the last name. I don't have the last name Barksdale. He does. Oh yeah, and Flo was there. You know, Fidel Castro's nephew. Flo, Paul. He was there. And what happened? As soon as you said my name, they slashed Fidel Castro's nephew. And who's they? Our friends. Take it for what it was. They slashed him instantly and said my name. In jail. See, that's the dark part I'm about to open on you, Hassan. Because I got the right now to violate everybody, because I get violated and nobody knows me. They only see that I have a chakra. So that's a bell and an alarm. That's a buzzer for everybody. Each and every one of you niggas. Right? You wanted me back in New York, so hey, I'm here. What's taking y'all niggas so long? Y'all got work to finish because the talk was too much. So Fidel Castro's nephew gets slashed by Skittle. And Conroy said my name. One is Crip and one is Blood. Both from White Plains Projects. Just got locked up. And my father and my cousin R.E. is in jail. With y'all niggas. Watching Deshae not say anything. So if anybody deserves to get burnt, it's that nigga. Why DDG over there shitting himself? Because he was born with that disability where his intestines is stuck in his legs. Not because he's scared, it's because he literally has a disability. So, you know, Deshae is smart. He's lying about his age. He's like 32, not 23. He know he could get out of jail, so why not be his friend and be his medical aid? And Kai Cenat know it too. Y'all moms is just, what, one step of being a registered nurse. Kai Cenat and Deshae Frost. Those are 2 registered nurses walking. Or about to be. You know the racist state on being a nurse in America now. All you got to do is look somewhat good and you can be foreign and you got the job instantly. It doesn't take too much fucking brains or bronze to be a fucking registered nurse and get paid all that money. You just got to qualify. So now what does it become? Because my cousin is Muslim. He's the one that gave me the Shahada when I was a baby. And I couldn't crawl, talk, or walk. They calling that what? Supernatural or superhuman? That I wrote. Yeah, it's facts. It's a fact. Chakra shaded. Period. And y'all know how my cousin give it up. That nigga's a monster, even in his old age. Y'all already scared of his son. His son is the gay Mike Tyson. And the gay Mike Tyson got a half brother, and that half brother was the one who shot Kai. So I'm saying, how y'all niggas want to play? Is y'all gonna stand on business, or is y'all gonna finally talk about, you know, the people that's from different countries, or different cities, or different states, or different coasts, putting on a front facade in a bluff? Let me help you there in the dark. That's why I got all black on. You understand? What y'all niggas really want to do? It's clear evident, as eccentric as your mom is, Kai, that she has a race buzzer with her. Color creed buzzer with her. It's clear that my cousin Monique, even though she has a black mom, she still feels some type of way towards people. And she caught on to something in life just like a lot of people do. And unfortunately, a shade acts a certain way and another shade acts a different way of colored skin. Whether it's genetics, temperature, whatever. Call it race, I don't give a fuck. So since you racist, stand on it, cuzzy. Don't sit up here and use Islam as anything, as any type of peace pushing or nothing. I'm not with it. If anything, I run home to Hindu. Those are the people that come set it off on them. That's why, a lot of Muslims, they really submit to not fighting. They really don't want to fight. When they go out on a limb, right? Yeah. In different states, people that understand Hindu, not atheists, I'm talking about that understand Hindu, I really take certain shit really, 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 really fucking personal. Let's just start there. I can read you. Shame, man. Understand y'all punishment. That's what I need. I need for everybody to understand their punishment. If you feel like you living in paradise, man, a nigga like me is just gonna want to pop your balloon. Or burst your bubble. I'm doing a good job. I'm raised to take on Hassan Campbell and Ron Savage and the rest of them niggas. I don't even know who them niggas is. They older than me at the time. They bigger. I was just getting groomed to fighting people that was bigger than me because these niggas was older than me. That's why. I ain't even grow yet, nigga. You understand that? Getting groomed. I knew what a gun was and all that, but I was getting groomed. I said, nah, tell them. I used to be crazy. They used to ask me questions. If a person is coming with a knife and want to fight you, what you going to do? Tell them to put the knife down. Let's fight. It was an honest answer. Little kids do it to this day. Don't they? Especially little kids that step. Little kids that's not soft and punks. Some little kids just step to you. They don't know nothing else but to step to you. Even if you could beat their little ass, they still gonna make sure that they felt good in the inside that they stepped to you and you ain't bitching. Understand that. I said something back if I couldn't get you, right? That's what the little kids. Well, I wasn't scared of you and I ain't scared of you. Yeah. A little kid, if it was no punishment, listen, if there was no punishment in this world, a little kid will fucking pop off first than an adult. And I've worked with kids for years. A little kid is a fucking problem. Word up. All races, too. All races. Them little niggas be wild. That's what makes racist people come together. It don't matter if you're Asian, white, black, red, or yellow, brown, or whatever. Little kids are spaz the fuck out. And when that shit get uncontrollable, it's uncontrollable. You need mommy. Daddy can't do nothing because daddy's scared now. Facts. Your father is fucking scared of you. I want to tell every little kid that before it's all over. Your father is scared of you. Trust me, that feeling you feel, that's what he feel. It's your mom that make this shit better. Because it's a whole nother woman intuition that they brag about, that they prove this shit, and it's real. So just take my word for it, right? Just take it for what it is. But just know that. If it really get wicked, a little kid will come fuck you up. Yeah. I flinch when little kids be around me too much. I flinch. Yes, I do. I flinch often. I can't be around certain little degree niggers. All right? Little white, blue-eyed niggers. It don't matter what color they are. They're all ignorant little fuckers. They can be. They're type. It's like Deshae Frost. You feel what I'm saying? He's a nigger. You see what I'm saying? Macaulay Culkin. You know the guy from Home Alone? You see how he got off camera and he changed? He's a nigger. I'm being dead serious. Kai Cenat is just... that's why... You see how Africans was late to the party? They was the last ones to America? That's why they was the late addition to the dictionary. And they became nigger after everybody else. After a man with blue eyes. Because the original definition for a faggot was what? Okay. A man with blue eyes. So just look at how everything shapes, because we get our language from different countries and it's put together like ebonics and slang. You have to look at stuff like that. The word faggot. Food, timber. The second definition is timber tied together, bound together, used as fuel, or food, or a homosexual person, or a man with blue eyes is a faggot from back in the days. That's the original definition. Then you got nigger. It's either the color black, a person of ignorance, or a African American person. Where did that come from? It came from afterwards. They just adding shit on because it baits race. That's what it fuels race. It fuels it. It fuels race. Look how you talk. Kai, you can't breathe. Look how little your legs is. I feel like biting your calves. You feel me? I feel like grabbing your glutes and just shaking the shit out your glutes until your neck snap or something and your dreads fall off. You see what I'm saying? Like, you get me annoyed. Like, if we was in the hood together, I'm just telling you on some real shit before, you know what I'm saying, I splatter you on some real shit. If we was in the hood, if we was in that hood at the same time, you wouldn't be around me like that. Or I would have spoiled you first and took you to the store, Kai. I'm being dead serious. And I would have took you to the store every time I would have seen you. And the hood would have carried you away from me. I'm being dead serious. It happened. And my cousins knew. So that's why my cousins turned on me. It's like a ghost. You like a ghost and you're following us. And my cousin don't have to be as smart or know what you or other fathers have to know. All they had to see was you because they put you out already. You see what I'm saying? You see how the world is? And I understand these niggas because they're just like my father. And my father is different than yours. And they pay homage to my father because they come from my father's essence. They just a little bit more quiet and humble and protected for some reason. But I got smoke with these niggas too. You didn't understand that shit. You ever walked into the park with your cousin? You just left your grandmother's house. You got in front of your other side of your family and you just want to shake your cousin you was just been with all day. And your other side of the family, including that same cousin, he knows for a fact you want to beat his head in, and he's just trying everything you're just taking your father's advice. Do not put hands on nobody. Don't have no more fights. Literally. Unless a nigga put his hands on you. Don't crack on nobody no more. Because it got to the point, but when I was looking for Hassan, I had to be on shit, on drill. As soon as I seen the door open from the car, whoever stepped foot out the car, I'm smashing you. Crunching your shit. I was a little nigga popping off like that. Yes, I was. They wanted it on film. It was amazing. How about that? I'm a brag. It was amazing that Max Kellerman was as fast as he was back in the day when he was in his 20s and his teens. That nigga was fast. Trust me. If y'all think I was fast, like I said, all right. I give credit when credit is due. But I used to crack niggas. In seats, in chairs. Sitting on the ping pong table. The pool table. I used to jump and punch niggas in the face and connect, nigga. When I was a little kid. Highlight film real. You thought that Javante shit was something? I liked it. It was nice. When Tanky was a little kid, he hit the nigga with the straight left. He wiped his mouth. Oh, yeah. I was hitting niggas just like that. Jumping, too. Form. You could take, yeah. That's why my cousin loved me so much. Yeah. That's why the nigga Max loved me so much, nigga. Let me go out on a hinge like that. Since the drones is out. And I hate the nigga. To this day. Can't stand either one of them niggas. But know who I hate most. On a hinge. That's why them two niggas love me. Understand that. Highlight real. Don't you know the bottom of the pit is boxing? You come out with a felony, the only thing you got is boxing or a lavish life. The only thing that holds you from boxing and getting that lavish life after it's over is a scar, nigga. A laceration. It wasn't a scar from a glove or a knuckle. It's a laceration from sharp shit. Disqualified. I can never become a pro boxer and got the skills. I'm better than these niggas. I'm 100, nigga. I'm ready to fuck y'all niggas up. I'm dead serious. I've dropped tears right now off the fact that I didn't make it, my nigga. Dead ass. To this day right now, I could walk into the gym right now and fuck you up. And you can record this shit. I could be out of shape and all that. I'll come and fuck you up. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even realize that you was just in some shit. Bully that, nigga. I put 2 niggas down. They not breathing no more, cuzzy. Straight fight. They was bigger than me. You can't tell me nothing. We was by ourselves the second time. Can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. I seen it myself. That means something. I didn't need no bat, no mallet, no sledgehammer, no axe, no knife, no nothing. This is before the scar. You heard? Then after that shit enraged me. I learned how to fucking grab you. That's what I learned. That's what that shit taught me. No matter what size you is, you could just grab a nigga and have your way. You could just grab a nigga. Word, that's what it taught me. Green chakra, nigga. That was that fight. I had the red the first one. Yeah, I had the red already. I had the red at the age of 9. I had it at the age of 7. You talking about? Then the green is when the second one happened. 11. Yeah. 10 to 11. Not 11 going to 12. Facts. All I ever wanted to do as a shorty was to learn how to box, cuz. And if I couldn't do that, it was karate because they made me do karate. I didn't want to do karate. They made me do that shit. That's why I got nice in Muay Thai so fast. And I'll fuck you up for real. But I wanted to be a boxer though. No music. I ain't want none of that. No rapping. I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. Nothing else. No acting, no nothing. That's what it is. That's how I know I was born to blog. This is how I know I was born to blog. Because I will take you in the fucking boxing ring right now. Each and every one of you content creators. There's not one of y'all niggas. There's not one. I'm being dead serious. Listen. There's not one of y'all niggas on YouTube right now that I cannot fuck up. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to beat the shit out you. I don't give a fuck if it's 1 million content creators. There isn't one of y'all niggas that can fuck with me. That's how I know I was supposed to be a blogger. Because that's what blogging leads to. That's how I know for a fact. I'm going to crunch you 100%. Or the coach, if you wanted to go in the gym right now and invite a whole bunch of coaches like they do, that's why they trying to ban boxing like on some dog rules, on some doghouse rule shit. They got the cameras just the public don't see it. You see it like they did with Devin and Tank. If you want that type of attention with me, you're not going to make it out. Because that's what it is. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. To open up the fucking floodgates. To show me and to show everybody on a bigger scale on TV. That's what I want. I want to take one of you niggas, the best one of you niggas, in front of all them coaches and fuck you up. And then after that shit, I want to fight any and everybody. I'm dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. Because I know I want to be a boxer. I was born to be a blogger. Credit is due. But me? Feel me? Yeah. You gotta give me them rounds. I gotta see if you make it. I gotta see if I feel sorry for you. If I pull back. I used to make coaches mad because I used to be able... Coaches are some fucked up people. I would be able to put your lights out, and the coach... I show the coach I could put his lights out. A coach would grab me by my helmet, by my head game, like you should have took the fucking punch. I wanted to see that shit. I hit a nigga so hard that the fucking lights flickered out. Understand that shit. The lights flickered. I showed the nigga. Understand? I know I'm supposed to be a blogger? Okay. Listen, man. I will fuck y'all niggas up, man. Don't go there with me. Don't act like I'm a bitch ass nigga. Oh no. You gonna catch this work. You gonna catch this work, nigga. Facts. I guaranteed you. That's what I want. Yup. No rules. No rules. See this shit on TV, they gonna have rules. That's what I want. I want that shit right there.